All right, so hey everybody. Those of you that joined in on our morning meeting this morning, thank you for being part of that. I know there's some of you that couldn't for different reasons, and I just wanted to share with everybody what I shared with those groups this morning. Um, so let's first talk a little bit about just some organizational things. I'm going to share my screen here with you and take you through a couple process things with you. So the first one is an organizational piece, and I'm just going to take you in. So this is eighth grade health 5A group. Right over here underneath the three lines, you'll notice there's an option that says to do. The cool part about this is this gives you a list of all the things that you still need to complete. You can sort it by class. So if you only want to see the fifth hour stuff, you can see that. And if you're missing something right over here, it'll have red letters and it'll say missing. Okay, so this is super important, especially once we start getting a lot of different work in. So you can see like this is my side, which is crazy. And there's just a whole bunch of stuff in here. And I just look in this section here for in this where it says turned in, because this tells me when things get turned in. So that's one thing that I just want you to think about is if you're not sure exactly why or what you're missing, this to-do option is really important. So again, it's under the three lines and to-do. So that's the first one. Um, the second thing I want to just show you is I think sometimes we work in this stream option right here. But I want to encourage you to look at, after you peek at stream just to see what's current, move over here to the classwork tab, because most of your teachers are organizing this into different topic areas. So you can see all my topic areas for health class over here. But that works in the same thing over here. So here's our flash lessons. Here's some other health stuff. Here's our drug and alcohol unit. Here's our disease unit. So everything is organized by category, and it kind of keeps things in line. One thing I want to remind you is, at least for me anyways, sometimes this gets a little long. And so you need to make sure that you extend it if you can't see everything. So keep that in mind too. All right. Also in the classwork area, there's this button right here that says Google Calendar. If you click on Google Calendar, it takes you directly to your calendar, which I think is a really important aspect. So if you see, as my calendar comes up here, you see my expectations for the day. So I had the three meetings this morning. I have drop-in hours, which I just turned on now. I have a Phy Ed and health meeting here at 11, and then my attendance for my advisories due. I have another meeting at 1 o'clock, and then if you go down, I always scroll way to the bottom. A lot of teachers put their assignments due at midnight, so this is midnight. So these are the assignments that are due for my class. This is a Phy Ed turn-in for fourth hour. It's a Flipgrid for 4, 5, and 5. And I believe I have an assignment due for my college education class as well down here. This is my ninth grade Phy Ed weekly turn-in as well. Um, so you can see that this calendar has huge benefits. You can also sort the calendar by week, by month, and by day. So if you just want to see today's stuff that you need to do, you can kind of do that as well. And right over here, you can turn on or turn off the different classes you have. So if you click this button, it turns on the classes. If you click it off, it takes them off. So I think this is super important, super valuable for you, and it keeps your stuff organized. Um, the next one that I want to just show you and just remind you of is Google Keep. If you forgot about Google Keep, it's located in the three dots over here, and then you go to this little light bulb option. Okay, so if I go to Google Keep, which I have it open right here, and I create a to-do list. So remember how you do this? You just click on take a note, and then this will pop up, and you can type right here. So I put in to-do list, and then I just put the things that I know I have to get done. So here's persuasion map. Here's I got to do my Flipgrid. I got to buy my daughter a donut, or my sister. Go for a bike ride. Work on my Mr. Bluedorn work. Finish my math assignment. So you can see all these things. And then you can do what's kind of cool is you can prioritize them. So you can move one to the top. You can say I don't need to do this till tomorrow, so I'm gonna move that down there. Um, Whatever the things that you have to do, and then once you're done with them, so let's say you're done with Mr. Cooper's work, you just click on this little checkbox, and now that information goes down below. Okay. By the way, to do the check boxes, if you forgot, you have to go on these three dots, and you say it'll say something like, let's see, show check boxes right there, and you just click on it, and you're good to go. Okay, so that's that. And then I think that's about it. So let me stop this share real quick. Um, the other thing, just to remind you, is make sure you're checking Infinite Campus often, because with Infinite Campus, we have been instructed as teachers to put in work as missing if it's not in on time. So instead of just leaving the cell blank, we put it in as missing. Most of your teachers are pretty willing to give you some grace if it needs to come in a day or two late. But what you can't do is you can't wait 3 or 4 weeks. So I would encourage you to check Infinite Campus at least every day at once to make sure that you have your ducks in a row, and if there's any missing work that you need to double check on. Okay, so that's that. And then the last thing, just kind of looking forward, we have our last flash unit or lesson on Monday and Tuesday of next week. It's just a 2-dayer, pretty short, 2 small assignments built into it. And then starting Wednesday, Thursday, Friday of next week, we're going to start our first aid unit. Okay, this is a little bit challenging to do in a distance way, but we're going to give it a go. And what I need from you is for you to find some form of a teddy bear, doll, whatever. Try to find it as big as you can get it, as close to real size, like human size, as possible. But a little teddy bear will work just fine as well. So, but I need that probably at the end of next week. I would say you could use your siblings, but some of it will be like simulating mouth-to-mouth breathing, and I don't think you want to do that on your siblings. And so make sure that you have something that's that you can push on a little bit, like a bear or something like that. So last final thing is, remember this. If you need help with stuff, you got to reach out. You got to reach out. You need to talk to your teachers. You need to find a place where you can get those questions answered. And I heard from some people this morning that said, yeah, sometimes I get confused and I just don't know how to do something. So then it's your job to reach out. Remember, before we left, we talked about self-advocacy, right? Self-advocacy means if you're struggling with something, you got to reach out and ask for help. That's part of this whole process. We do this as teachers all the time. I don't know how to do stuff, so I have to reach out and help myself or get help from someone else. So that's just a fact of life. Okay. Last thing. Please, the sun's gonna shine today, tomorrow, the weekend. Get outside. Get outside and do some stuff. Make your life a little bit easier, a little bit better, and really, really focus on your own mental health. And mental health means exercise. Mental health means sunshine. So get out and do some stuff. Go for a walk with your family. Go for a bike ride. Maybe go for a drive, find a park that you can walk in or something like that. But keep your distance, okay? Keep your distance and stay healthy. Sound good? So I miss you guys. I wish you the best, and I hope you have a great weekend. And I look forward to working with you again next week, and we'll hopefully still be seeing people. So I think I saw all my classes this week in some way, shape, or form, and I'm hoping to be able to do that next week as well. So take care, everybody, and be good. We'll see you.